when Muslims attack Christian faith, I always wonder why they especially dig into the verses that makes case that Islam is false religion and Allah is false God. Here this objection, it is coming from Red Ninja Miss Muslim. You might be thinking, wow, this is mind-blowing. But as you listen carefully.
Nehemiah 9:6. So who do you believe is being spoken to specifically in Nehemiah 9:6 when he says, "You alone are the Lord"? Is he addressing the divine essence or one of the persons? You can't address a divine essence with personal pronouns. Perfect. The issue is, if you say, okay, addressing the divine essence is addressing the persons, it would be a straight dichotomy. It's either, in this verse, the person who's speaking in Nehemiah 9:6, he's either addressing one of the persons, the Father, the Son, or the Holy Spirit, according to you, or he's addressing the essence. But you don't address essences with personal pronouns in and of themselves.
The verse that is being brought up, you are Yahweh, you alone. You have made the heaven of heavens with their all host, the earth and all that is on it, the seas, all that is in them. You preserve all of them, and the host of heaven worships you. And then next verse goes on and then says, you have kept your promise, for you are righteous. Have you noticed few things here? The name is Yahweh, not Allah. The name is Yahweh. You are Yahweh, you alone. This is simply description of God of Israel, yeah? Yahweh, not Allah at all. Therefore, I'm just like, what are you trying to prove? God of Israel is the one who is responsible for everything. Are you trying to say, yeah, Allah is false God? Because that's what the verse is putting forward, right? Just think little bit, seriously, not that difficult to think. Uniqueness of Yahweh is tied to what? He alone made the heavens and the earth. No one else. He alone, Yahweh alone made the heavens and the earth. Yahweh alone sustains and preserves everything. No one else. Yahweh alone. All the hosts of heaven worships Yahweh. No one else. Everything all about Yahweh. So when Muslims use this verse, I'm just like, come on, man, think little bit. Because they are not proving Islam in this verse. All they are proving is strict Yahweh only monotheism. And the question is, how does Bible itself describes Yahweh, right? If you picked up, objection goes something like this. In this verse, Nehemiah 9:6, who is being addressed? If it says, you alone are Yahweh, is that speaking to a person or an essence? Because you don't address an essence with the personal pronouns. Well, I was gonna say, go and tell the alphabet people who are standing up for Islam, right? Anyway, if you think not at all, if you don't think at all, you will be thinking, yeah, that sound looks clever, right? But it actually misunderstands both language and the theology here. I just don't understand why Muslims think that God of Bible is an abstract essence floating in the sky, because he's not. So when you say, you Yahweh, you are addressing one true God who is exist as Father, Son, and Spirit. You are not slicing God into parts. You are speaking into one living true God. And clearly, according to this verse, that is not Allah at all. And here's the problem with the objection, right? Even in Islamic theology, just think a little bit, even in Islamic theology, Muslim says Allah has attributes, right? His speech, his kalam, his will, his knowledge, that they are not separate gods. Yet they still speak to Allah personally, right? So clearly addressing God with you doesn't collapse everything into a single person assumption. It just means you are addressing the one God. Biblically, this is even clear. The Father is called Yahweh. The Son is identified Yahweh. The Spirit speaks and acts as Yahweh. Yet, there is only one Yahweh. So, when Nehemiah says, you alone are Yahweh, he's not defining how many persons are in God. He's simply declaring that only Yahweh is God, not Allah. Only Yahweh is God. He's not denying that God can be personally complex. He's denying that Allah, Baal, Marduk, the gods of other nations, have no claim on deity. Only Yahweh is God. So this is simply direct attack to all other gods, including God of Islam, to Allah. And this is not attack or any critique that Yahweh could be Father, Son, and Spirit. This is simply direct attack to all other gods. So Muslims, especially Miss Muslim and others, they are engaging with Christians for a long time, right? Then I am asking the question, why are you still attacking cartoon version of Trinity for you? Because I don't believe that. Bible doesn't teach this cartoon version you are talking about. Anyway, so the Nehemiah doesn't refute the Trinity, simply refutes any other God who claims to be deity beside Yahweh. That means Nehemiah simply refutes God of Islam called Allah.